All right. Let's see if anyone is watching right now. All right, there we go. Now it's live. All right, so it's live right now. All right, well, is it live on here? Let me see this. All right, so it is live. All right, so what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream for another chapter. Hello, Andre Sanchez, Yoda. Yeah, man, Yoda. Yo. Yo, bro. Let me just go ahead and turn down, not necessarily the volume on my microphone. It definitely would be nice to have noise suppression. Let me go ahead and turn that on. All right, that's actually working fairly well. All right, man, what's going on, guys? So we're gonna be going over a little bit of just a chapter pre-discussion for this chapter, and I am gonna be using Microsoft Edge, not my main browser, but I don't know, I could be using a incognito browser. Let's go on here and go on Chainsaw Man, folks. I'm sorry, guys. I am honestly streaming this at like a bit of like a last second type of thing. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about streaming earlier, but dude, I was just so tired. Oh, that's bad. Person went missing. This chain. Oh my god. All right, and here we are. Let me just get my phone out so I can see the chat. I need to get restream. I definitely need to use something like that. Oh, we actually have like 2 people watching right now. Hello, Mr. Morpheus. Hello, Mr. Morpheus. Welcome to the stream, man. All right. Okay, let me just find the bingo. I'm sure someone made a bingo for this. It's gonna be somewhere around here, man. I'm so sorry. $136 bingo. All right, here we go. We have the 136 bingo card, and let's see, we have another interesting thing right here. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the leaks. I did make a leaks video. You know, again, I would take those leaks with a grain of salt, but it would be very interesting if it turns out to be true. If it turns out to be true, it would be a very interesting change in the narrative. Very interesting. All right, let's go here. And this is the chapter 136 bingo card. So yeah, let's get into what could happen in the next chapter. Let me just click on here so we can see it, and I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh, okay, it's not gonna work that way. All right, let's see. Yoruba is more bread free. That's kind of funny. You know, eating bread does seem to be like a constant thing in Chainsaw Man. I mean, Nayuta loved plain bread. Denji loved bread with just a bunch of condiments on it, but I guess it kind of described him having the need for having to have everything, I guess. Yoru's very plain and basic, which makes sense. The Famine Devil obviously isn't. She has a little bit of flair to her. And then Makima, I mean, she would eat plain bread with butter, and I think she would have like a salad with her toast or whatever. But yeah. All right, so getting into a couple of things. Asa does not like all the attention. This is something that I'm kind of curious how she's gonna handle it. I really, genuinely speaking, I really am, because we saw how she acted when she had like asked Denji like, hey, you want to go on a date? And she just acted so not awkward, but it's like she just didn't know what to do. And she just copied the mannerisms of Yoru, and I really do have a feeling that next chapter she's probably gonna copy the mannerisms of Yoru. I mean, some people said in my video like Yoru might just take over and then she'll just explain everything if she has to, if they run into any reporters or anything like that. But I don't know if it's gonna go down that way. I feel like people may notice a change in Yoru and Asa, you know what I mean, when they change between people, because Yoshida could notice it right away. And one thing that's very much unanswered when it comes to Yoru and Asa when they switch appearances is like, do the scars actually appear on her face, right? Because in earlier chapters we did get like a piece of like a dialogue bubble where it's real confusing to say if it's Yoshida's thoughts or it's actually Asa's thoughts when it's like those scars, if Asa just noticed it finally or not. It's very interesting to see. So I mean, that's one thing that could kind of like make her like call outable, you know what I mean, like someone would know it's off. All right, let me read the chat here. Also, oh yeah, huh? Asa and Denji at the same time convince Asa and Denji doesn't. Asa, Yoru grape. Oh, do you mean like a block? Is what you're saying? And same time, convince Asa that Denji doesn't care about her. You know, I don't know. It's very interesting to see if that's what's gonna happen. I don't think she really needs to convince her that Denji doesn't care, because she already hates Denji. I mean, yeah, she likes Denji, but she still hates him. You know what I mean? I mean, the funny thing with like Chainsaw Man saving her is Denji, he's part of the reason why she kind of fell down in that mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of became so destructive after getting rejected by her, and then he came back, and I don't know, man, it's weird. It's like he caused it and then he went back and he just like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry, and just fixed it and gave her the will to let it win again. A lot of people don't really kind of call that out, but I don't know. Okay, let's see. Someone makes awesome Mitaka merch. That'll be so funny if that happens. I can see it. It would just be funny. But I wonder, like, would she get like the royalties from it? Because for Denji, like, no one knows that Denji is Chainsaw Man, so of course he's not getting anything. Like, he's still about as broke as he was in part 1, or at least he's just living off of Aki's inheritance. Well, not Aki's inheritance, but just the money he inherited from him. So, I mean, that's, I don't know, it would be kind of funny, but I'm betting it is. And part of the merch is going to go into actually funding the Chainsaw Man Church, if anything. Which reminds me about that, I mean, they should receive a bunch of funding from the people that were selling Chainsaw Man merch too, now that I think about it. Because like, if Guy revealed his identity as Chainsaw Man, I guess he would get the money from that. That's actually, I never really thought about that one. So I guess we know where the church is getting the money from. Okay, also talks with other church members, Haruka, Fami, etc. That's if we even see them next chapter. I don't think we will. I think it's gonna be more focused on maybe Denji and Asa kind of possibly interacting with each other. I'm kind of going by what the leaks could possibly be. Now, again, the leaks, they're not official leaks. They came from 4chan. They only got, like, previous chapters got leaked before, and they turned out to be legit for at least 3 of the chapters. For 3 of the chapters, it turned out to literally be exactly what it was. But I don't know. It would be interesting to see the other church members, because it's like, it's weird, right? Like, when I think of like the Chainsaw Man Church, I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be like a bit fanatical in a way, and a bit like a cult, you know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be like, it's not gonna be very, very, very blunt, but it's gonna be like very, very, very subtle. Like, Fujimoto will kind of go in that direction without even saying it, and that's usually what he does in his writing. Like, Fujimoto doesn't ever really outright tell us something unless it's through like an exposition dump or like a lore dump. Other than that, we kind of have to figure it out for ourselves and kind of make our own conclusion. Okay, let me read the chat here. Yo, Alex, question I had was that if Pixel Man is with the church in famine, then why did Pixel Man save Denji and Asa to escape the Falling Devil? Honestly, to answer that question, to answer it in like a really easy way, the reason why he did it is likely, well, it's likely because, and this is going to be my own personal opinion, there might be multiple fake Saw Man. There might be multiple fake Saw Man, or he's sort of acting in like his own accord. Because one thing we know is the Justice Devil, the Famine Devil, and Haruka, I feel like they all have different goals. They're all going towards the same thing towards the end, but the end goals are different. But then again, you know, you have to kind of remember, like, the Famine Devil, she never intentionally was going to kill Denji and Asa. She was going to go on ahead and probably try to control both of them. Well, not try, that's legit what she said she was going to do, and her plan didn't work. But it is very strange. I will say it's definitely strange. Maybe Fake Saw Man knows that, you know, the Famine Devil and Justice Devil are kind of full of it, and he wants to help Denji, but he's stuck in a position, or maybe he might be like mind controlled himself, but he's kind of able to act on his own accord to some extent. That's my best guess. That is just like a guess, because one thing I almost forgot about too, we still don't know who revived Denji, so it could be very well that Fake Saw Man was the one who revived Denji, and then he just went on back and actually went back and helped him out. Like, maybe that actually happened, but it's kind of none. I see, it makes sense actually. Yeah, I mean, it does, but we don't have an exact answer. I mean, that is a good question though. Well, its explanation happens and then Yuta writes her memory. Maybe the example of the class president, the church, and the teacher. Also, Yuru Dusk. And if also would parallel a worse version of Himeno's catch. It's kind of interesting to, like, to see that. I see what you're saying, like if her memories come back. See, it's gonna be a very interesting moment when that memory does come back of Asa, or rather Yoru, taking over Asa's body and kissing him, which for me was like extremely creepy, because it definitely showed that like Yoru doesn't respect Asa's boundaries at all, if you catch my drift. Like I think she was in that moment when she went over to Denji's place. Like, I'm not gonna cap, if Nayuta didn't come back, Denji would have like achieved his dream real quick, bro, if you catch my drift. And it's really dark when you think about it, right? Like it's very creepy when you think about it like that, because it's like, dude, Yoru has no boundaries. And that was like the moment for me personally where I'm like, okay, yeah, yo, Yoru doesn't care. Yoru does not care about Asa at all. Like that, it was very creepy to me. It was very creepy. Very, very, very creepy to me. All right, let's see here. Asa and Yoru fighting dynamics. We are gonna probably see like some fight dynamics. What I'm kind of hoping that we see Asa actually fight or learn how to fight, and it isn't just like Yoru being like the main one that's like player one. You know what I mean? Like maybe like she can just be like, let's see, what's that Young Thug meme? Hold on, let me get the Young Thug meme. Let me see here, because this is pretty much how I kind of envision it being. Where's it? Here we go. Yeah, exactly. This is like the meme, Little Dirk. Oh my god. All right, but yeah, like Asa's like sitting in the background, and like Yoru's just teaching her everything, and eventually like Asa will just be able to just do it all herself to some extent. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. Like, I don't want to see Yoru basically do everything, and then Asa's like the one that kind of just makes the weapons, where Yoru just does all the work. Because that's kind of been a relationship that they've had. Like, Asa will make an incredibly strong weapon, and then Yoru will just be the one that knows how to, like, how to handle it and how to fight and all that. But I kind of want to see Asa step up a little bit more. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. All right, let me read the chat here. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Yeah, Andre, and that's a good point too, man. All right. Mr. Murphy says, do you think the image you include in the leaks video is actually real? Maybe even some parts of the leaks aren't real. Do you think that there's a chance that the image is in the new chapter? I think, and this is just my opinion, the image was probably fake, but we might get a part or a section of the chapter if it is real and it does go in that direction. Then we're gonna get like an image of Denji just killing a devil, and Asa's just gonna be in disbelief. See, the only problem I have with the leaks was that last part, because it's like, if Denji could kill devils in his human form and then get the credit for it, you know what I mean? Like, why didn't he just do it earlier? I mean, technically speaking, Denji, realistically, if he wanted to, he could probably just be like a private devil hunter. He wouldn't even have to just be hustling money or doing anything like that. That's like the only thing for me that kind of was like, it doesn't make any sense, because he could be doing that, but maybe he's just kind of like, he was trying to keep like a low profile. But now that public safety kind of knows where he is and where Nayuta is and all that, he's like, okay, well, you know what, like fuck it, I might as well go on ahead and do it now, because you guys know where I am. I might as well get some fame and make some money off of it while I can, so I'm not just rolling up and selling cigarettes to homeless people. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that, I guess. That's kind of like his conclusion, and he's definitely kind of losing. Like, Denji already has a screw loose, but this is kind of like the line, like, you know what I mean? Like, they just broke the barrier, I guess. They just crossed this line, and now he's like, oh, all right. But definitely, if Asa's like, oh yeah, you don't know how to hunt devils or anything, that's definitely gonna probably go on ahead and piss him off, and that's when we're gonna see him do something that, you know, he probably shouldn't be doing. And it almost makes me wonder, and I did say this in my chapter 135 review, if the famine devil actually let Asa in also to kind of get Denji to act out, because she knows Denji is going to do something incredibly stupid. And even Yoshida probably, he also kind of knows, like, yeah, he's going to do something stupid, but as long as he doesn't transform into Chainsaw Man, I'm just going to let it happen. All right, let's see here. Does Denji know about public devil hunting? He knows about private devil hunting. He does know about public devil hunting. No, because Andre, like in part 1, he was part of the Public Devil Safety Commission. I mean, and to say that he was a part of it is, it's like, yeah, he was a part of it, right? But he didn't join out of his own volition. It's more like, join us or we can just kill you like a devil. That, okay, oh, you mean reverse. You mean reverse. No, he definitely does. No, and here, hold on. Dude, I don't know why this guy's sending me a chat. Oh my god, these guys are talking about hopping on Xbox. I'm gonna hop on Xbox for like an hour at the very least. Like, probably, because the stream is gonna go on for like till like maybe 10:35. 10:35 at the latest. But no, Denji was hunting devils all the way back in part 1, even before he became Chainsaw Man. I mean, part of how he was able to survive and pay off like the Yakuza debt is legit by hunting devils. Like, he was literally legit like a devil hunter for like the Yakuza. That's essentially what he was. So in a way, yeah, he was a private devil hunter, but it's more like he was like a slave in the end. But he would pretty much be considered like a private devil hunter. Okay, or does he think they're the same thing? No, he knows the difference. He knows the difference, Sanchez. Like, Denji knows the difference between a public devil hunter and then a private devil hunter. He knows the difference. He does know the difference. And if we're talking about Yoshida, like, of course, he knows the difference too. I mean, he went from being a private devil hunter to legit being in public safety in high school. And then, I guess he still has ties to it. You know what I'm saying? But he does mainly like his own thing as like a private devil hunter. Like he did in part 2 when he was like one of Denji's bodyguards during the International Assassins arc. Okay, let's see here. Okay, cool new weapons. We're probably gonna be seeing some cool new weapons, yeah. Asa confronts Denji on standing her up. See, I doubt it. I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I say, she's probably gonna take the high road. And if Denji antagonizes her, I mean, he's not gonna win the argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he argues with her, again, he doesn't have any ground to stand on. Like, he'll just lose the argument. Because, like, he already looks bad in front of her. Like, he stood her up. He low-key made her self-destructive. Like, I'm not saying that it's really Denji's fault, but he was kind of the cause for that, partially. Because of her getting rejected, and then Yoshida legit said that about her. I mean, about him. Of just like, hey, stay away from Denji, even though she didn't want to, but obviously she's going to. What else is there? And I mean, yeah, he just doesn't have anything ground to stand on. I mean, he's just gonna come off as like a total fanboy and everything. Oh yeah, and then you're gonna approach the girl that you stood up, but now that she's famous and she could potentially be bringing in like lots of money because she knows Denji needs money. Then, you know, that's the only reason why like she thinks he might have want anything to do with her. So, I mean, yeah, it just isn't looking good for Denji. I mean, the best thing for him to do, if she says that, is I guess it would be going out and just killing a devil and just proving her wrong, because he can't show that he's Chainsaw Man, but he can definitely show that he knows what he's talking about. Nayuta talks to Denji about Asa. I would say so. If Denji does think about confronting Asa, I guarantee you Nayuta's gonna be the one to kind of like talk him into like, hey, look, if you want to do it, that's fine. I'm gonna let you do this, but I'm gonna talk you into how to do it, so you just don't, you know, make yourself look or even feel even worse than you already do. Because Nayuta's very smart. Nayuta's very smart, and she would kind of know. Okay, do you think the hybrids will make an appearance in the future again? I see. This is an interesting question. I feel like they would, right? They would, or they should. Hello, Yoru. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. I feel like they would. They might make an appearance again. The thing is, it's weird, right? You think they would, because, well, they're not dead. They are like mostly Denji on, pretty much. I mean, pretty much. It's like if public safety decides on using them again, then, you know, they'll come back. But the thing about that is this, right? Like, do you think they would really want to go on ahead and work for public safety? Because, see, part of the reason why I think in the end of the day they didn't kill Denji and just yank his heart and maybe put it into like a public safety devil hunter or anything is the fact that Denji was easy to control. Like, he was very easy to control. Like, in all honesty, he was like their perfect dog. He was really their perfect person for someone that could be easily controlled because he wasn't educated. His self-esteem at that time was extremely low, and, you know, he already had like this slave mentality. Like, he didn't see a way out or anything, you know what I mean? So for as far as that goes, that's a whole lot easier. But like Katana Man, like dude wouldn't join them. Like, I mean, unless they gave him like a deal, like, hey, look, dude, like, hey, man, I know you liked eating that expensive ramen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we killed your girl, but like we could give you money and give you like a good life. You'd be living like a penthouse like Makima was living in. Then yeah, maybe like if they give them like a bribe, then possibly. But I just don't see it, because it's weird, right? It's weird. Because if they did choose to bring them back, you would think they would like appear to fight the falling devil, right? In like a circumstance, like a super bad circumstance like that, or even like the cockroach devil. But maybe they're just saving them, and maybe they will appear at the very end. Okay, let me read the chat again. Nayuta, thank you for the compliment. No problem, Nayuta, and no problem, family. What in the world? Okay, are these actually real accounts or are these bots? Alright, that's actually kind of funny. I want to see the Snake Devil again for a bounty of 3 of the Horsemen. I mean, we got the Turning Devil again, we got the Bad Devil, so there's a chance that we could see like a Snake Devil again. So yeah. All right. So let's see here. Let's see. Asa makes a guilt weapon. See, what I'm kind of interested in is like, what is she making like the weapons out of? Like, obviously in the most recent chapter, like this is probably here. I got a color panel of it in my downloads. That's a thumbnail. It's a wave animation. Where is this? Bro, where did I put it, bro? Okay, here we go. I gotta be kind of careful too. I don't know if I can really show it on stream. I heard it was in Chainsaw Man. Yeah, like this looks like a scissor sword, I guess. So maybe she's making weapons out of school supplies again. But we saw like the weapons were like super weak. So what? Like, is she just stealing scissors from like a grocery store, and then she's making strong weapons like that? I mean, I don't know. It's definitely interesting to see. I'm actually kind of interested to see what is she making her weapons out of, because she's not killing people. And she didn't go to the morgue and like be like, oh man, I feel bad for getting all these people killed from the falling devil. Super weapon, here we come. So I don't know. It's very interesting. Why is she tired of Chainsaw Man gang pulling up right now? I don't know, bro. Fammy, I'm gonna get a burger. All right, Fammy, go get your burger, bro. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in, homie. Go ahead, Fammy. At Fammy, you can't use the fridge. Hey, dude, he's not using my fridge. Hey, bro, you're not one of my pockets, bro. I'm sorry. You're not one of my pockets. I ain't got the funds to feed you, dog. You be eating everything. You be eating more than Luffy from One Piece, man. Luffy, Goku, what, Naruto combined together, man. And then Snorlax from Pokemon, man. Crazy. All right, also likes all the attention. I see, maybe not now, but later I think she could. It's why when like in the leaks they said like, yeah, also like Yor was like, hey, remember our goal, trying to keep her ego in check, because Asa does have a little bit. Oh my god, my dog's barking so much right now. Asa does have like a little bit of like an ego to her, to some extent. We definitely saw that in Denji's day with Asa. We saw a little bit of like sort of like her ego kind of show in that moment. So could the fame get to her head? Possibly. Do I think it will? It's gonna be weird, you know what I mean? It's gonna be weird. It'll be fun to see it though. You can't. What's in the fridge? Oh my god, dude. Who are you, dude? All right. Awesome. Also killing devils. Maybe a little bit more of that. Yoru gets powerful from war. Well, the war hasn't happened yet, but since there are talks and rumors of war, maybe in the next chapter we might get like a newsreel of like something subtle being said in like the background that's not very direct, but it's something that we really should pick up on. You know what I mean? From like the actual news channels. Okay, public safety tries to direct Asa. See, that's not gonna happen, and they haven't even approached Asa yet. I mean, I feel like they probably will eventually, right? Because like if they see, it's actually no, and this is such a good point. We know that making devil contracts with devils, certain ones are considered illegal, if I remember right. Like part 1 pretty much said it. Like the past president said like, yeah, I made like an illegal devil contract with Asa. The thing about, I mean, with the justice devil, my bad. The thing about it is we don't know what is considered a legal and an illegal contract with an actual devil, which kind of makes me think like if public safety and the Japanese government was worried about that, they would never would have approved the Chainsaw Man Church. Like even with like the justice devil saying, oh yeah, I made a contract with like, I mean the fake Saw Man saying like, I made a contract with the justice devil, you know, here I am, I'm Chainsaw Man. I was like, would public safety really allow that? And even public safety knows that like, yeah, we know he's a fake. We legit have the real one as like a slave to us. Like you do know that, right? So it's it makes you wonder why they didn't go in and just raid them or something. But I mean, of course, the movement got so big, it's like, well, we're not gonna go on ahead and go against them, because then we're just gonna provoke them, and it's not gonna go all right, because they're just too big now. All right, let me see here. Yoru, Neyuta, and Asa pulled up. Where's the GOAT Denji, dude? I don't know, bro. Asa, no. Yoru, Neyuta, Fami, God. Bro, I don't know if those were bots or dude, I'm so curious. Is the Justice Devil real, or is Fami faking being a Justice Devil? I think there actually is a Justice Devil. I think there is one. I feel like there is one. A lot of people are saying that the Famine Devil could be the Justice Devil, because hold on. Where is here? Let me get like a picture of the Famine Devil. All right, let me go to images and see. It's real interesting. A lot of people point to it because the way that she tilts her head is like a scale, and then her earrings. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were pull cords, and they very well could be pull cords, but they could also just like actually resemble the scales of justice. So let me see. Look up the scale of justice. Okay, what does it mean if it leans to the right? I'm actually kind of curious, because she usually leans her head to the right. Here. Tatsuki Motors is trying to troll us right now. I swear to God. Dude, maybe, man. Like, I wonder if Tatsuki Fujimoto ever watches like the YouTube videos or anything, and then he's like, yeah, if he's like Oda and he watches YouTube videos and people's thoughts. I doubt it. Plus, I hear Tatsuki Fujimoto's English isn't exactly the best, but yeah. All right, so I don't think there's really a meaning to it, but some people are saying that he is. Some people are saying that he isn't. I don't think so. It would be interesting if she was. Well, I mean, one thing that does point to us already knowing that she isn't is Yoru would have called out, or at least I think Yoru would have called out like the Famine Devil's abilities. Like, she would have known, like, yeah, Famine had something to do with it, or, you know, this is part of the Famine Devil's abilities when you make contracts with her. I mean, it very well could be, because we saw like she was able to bring, oh my God, what was her name, Yuko, back to life after she pretty much got sliced to bits, and she essentially would have died. Like, she would have died then and there, but she brought her back for an unknown reason. We don't know why she did it. It was just very strange. Maybe it was actually the game more of Asa's trust. That's probably what it was 9 times out of 10. But yeah. Trophies of War. Trophies of War. Oh my God. The Yuko leg sword. I would say like, yeah, I'm gonna turn you like your legs into swords, Yuko. Immediately after like they got done like beating Yuko, like Yuko leg sword, like boop, and this did on ahead and did it. Trophies of War from Puchita and Fami's ears. Maybe possible. Oh, Fami's wait. Okay, are you saying that the earrings are like trophies of them like killing Chainsaw Man, and maybe just taking like one of his ripcords? Is that what you're saying? Dude, that would be like, dang, dude, dang. Then they gotta put like respect on Puchita's name, because he came back from that. Bro doesn't die. Yeah, bro doesn't die if he came back from that, because like that's legit how he regenerates too. Like, he just pulls on like the freaking cords, like whoop. Okay, rev my engine and I'm good to go. I'm great. All right, more silly Yoru faces. Yeah, I hope we get some. It was very interesting to see Yoru in a happy mood, especially in like the most recent chapters. I don't think we've really seen her smile much. More like since the beginning of part 2's story, because throughout like the other chapters she wasn't really smiling in like a genuine, well, it was a genuine way, but we didn't really see much about her. I mean, we haven't seen her really in like a happy mood, you know what I'm saying? I mean, no, trying only getting the chords. All right, I see what you're saying. I don't know why she would want to get the pull cord though. I mean, she's after the heart. I mean, what do you need the pull cord for? Unless like she's able to just take the pull cord and it's like a necessity of making like a fake Chainsaw Man, then maybe, you know what I mean? Like then maybe it's like a necessary thing. Like you can make a hybrid, or maybe, well, yeah, in this case, yeah, it would be a hybrid out of like a piece of a devil instead of just using like their heart, or they just eat some of the flesh and then it just works out like that. So possibly. Okay, let's see here. You know what? Actually, no, chat. Let me ask you guys a question. This is like a genuine question that I have, and this is something that drew me off about chapter 135. Does anyone else think it's very strange that Yoru actually trusted the Famine Devil more or less completely, despite saying that the Famine Devil is crazy to Asa and that they should steer clear from her? I'm actually kind of curious about that, because to me, when I was reading chapter 135, I was like, dude, is this like Fujimoto forgot, or just Fujimoto is just erasing that part just to kind of not rush the story but kind of like move things along? I'm actually kind of curious about that. I'm curious what you guys think about that, because that's kind of weird. It was definitely something that threw me off, and I was like, all right, well, I don't know if he's rushing it and he's just trying to get through it, or he just forgot about that. And that's something that really did throw me off, because it definitely felt like a bit of a plot hole, on top of like Asa knowing that like the Justice Devil is no good, and Yuko told her directly, don't make a contract with the Justice Devil. And legit, the class president legit was like, oh yeah, I made like a contract with Justice Devil, so me and Mr. Snaka could be together. I'm just gonna kill you now. Like, goodbye. It's like, at least with that, with her dying, it makes sense, right? Because she didn't really remember anything that happened, so I gotta accept that. Like, her mind is kind of suppressing that. But her like being told directly by Yuko, yeah, don't make a contract with Justice Devil, joins the organization with the fake Chainsaw Man that made a contract with the Justice Devil. Like, Loki, that is like the biggest red flag on top of what Yoru said. It just, I don't know. To me, I'm like, dude, this is like a plot hole, or Fujimoto forgot, and I'm just coping with like Fujimoto forgot with like, hopefully like Chainsaw Man Part 2 isn't going to get like somewhat rushed. I think Yoru trusted Fami because she knew Fami was right. She already fought the Black Chainsaw Man in the past, and to help prove Fami's theory without a big doubt and much faith on her part. Plus, she might have accepted it, so Asa couldn't just shut. Asa could just shut up. I mean, it may be. I don't know. I mean, possibly. Because Yoru did say she's trying to change her approach. You know what I'm saying? Of how she handles like Asa. So that's very true. Hold on, let me get my cup of water. Is there water in this cup? Yep, I have water. Thank God. Oh, good old H2O. But that is actually a good point. I mean, she did say she was trying to change her approach with Asa, and we can kind of see like she's being a lot more nice. She's not really threatening to kill her or anything like that. She seems a lot nicer, so that's possible. All right, Sanchez, what do you say? I'm telling you, Makima lives. She keeps all her memories because of the double cycle of death and rebirth, the domain of the Death Devil. That would be very, very, very wild if that's true. Like, if the Death Devil can just bring back like incarnations of like previous doubles. It would kind of be like in like, oh crap, can I even talk about this? Okay, chat, do you guys read Attack on Titan? If you do, which season are you on, or did you guys read the manga? Like, say now, chat, say now, because okay, I'm you know what, I'm not gonna say it. Let's just say in a certain part of the story, certain people come back from the past and they're fighting the main cast, and it's kind of like that. It would be kind of like that. Let's put it like that. That's what it would be. That's what I feel like it would be like, without going too in depth into it and without spoiling anything. At a certain point, that something like that kind of happens. So maybe we could see that. That would be extremely broken if it were like that. That would be incredibly broken. It probably would be incredibly broken if the Death Devil has that ability. But I'm actually kind of curious myself what the Death Devil's ability is going to be. It definitely is going to be interesting to see what it could be. I read the manga. Okay, I read the manga. Okay, Mr. Morpheus read all the manga. All right, I mean, I'm not going to go too enough because I don't know if anyone is just watching anime. I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil, man, what you call it? Like peak fiction or whatever. God, I hope they have a... Well, I can't even talk about that. All right, well, moving on from that. Awesome. Also, double kills. Yoru gets more power. Okay, already talked about that. Also, in Yoru research Black Chainsaw Man. This is interesting too. This is very interesting too, because see, you would have thought public safety would have like covered up Black Chainsaw Man. I really would have thought they would have covered that up because of the entire thing that happened with Makima, right? So it kind of makes me wonder, like, is Makima seen as like a hero that took down Black Chainsaw Man, right? Like, because Black Chainsaw Man, he wasn't necessarily good. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, Pochita caused so much destruction, and then he killed those people at the burger shop. I mean, of course, like, Kobate's no snitch, right? But, like, it makes me wonder. Because he caused all that destruction, and, like, even, like... Yeah, Kishibe was like, dude, like when Denji came back, like, bro, you better not be that monster, bro. If you're that monster, just get back in the garbage can, man. Go back. Go back now. Because I do not want to work for you. Like, even like Kishibe was like, dude, like, the world could end, but you know what, bro? Like fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna let the world end. I do not want to work with you, bro. If you're gonna be doing all that, like, I can't handle that, man. Like, shoot, I mean, that New World Mocking was gonna be so bad, bro. I get to see Kinchi again. That's what Buddy was like, bro. That was so funny. But it is interesting to see. Then, you know, if they didn't cover Black Chainsaw Man, I was wondering what the story is. Like, do they depict him as a villain and then Makima is like this hero? That's what they depict her as? This to cover up the fact that she was potentially controlling the Japanese government through her contract with the Prime Minister? Possibly. It makes me wonder about that. Okay, let me read the chat. Plus, after the Yoru, the class press went with Fami to Denji's place when he was asleep and let Makima use her powers on her. Ooh, huh? Wait, Yoru, after the class press went with Fami to Denji's place when he was asleep and let Makima... Ooh, huh? Oh, I'm confused. Do you mean when, like, Denji and also had their second date? Is that what you mean? Because I guess in that way, yeah, Nayuta... I'm telling you, Makima vibed. She gave Fami that picture. Bro, oh, no, bro. Sanchez, it doesn't make any sense. Like, Makima was like, yeah, bro, I'm going to have Chainsaw Man eat war, famine, and death. Like, dude, they were not vibing. Like even now, like, they're not, like, even like with the current control double, like, they're not vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they were. I mean, the only thing about that is this, right? That, like, if the famine double was around in part 1, how did Makima not find out about her? You know what I mean? Like, Makima had eyes and ears everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, even with like the famine devil saying like her name, like, yeah, my name is Fami. My name is the famine devil. Makima had eyes and ears all across the world. She could listen anywhere in the world. If she heard that, she would have just went after her. Like, it's like, then at that point, it's like the family would have to cover her identity or just, I don't know. It's very strange. It's very strange. It's possible. I think maybe Yoshida may have been the one that probably gave her the picture. Possibly, or even the Chainsaw Man church, they probably have pictures of Pochita, you know what I mean? Then maybe they do. Alright, Alex. Do you think there's a chance Asa might get her memories from her second date with Denji in some chapter in the future? Not exactly 136, but some other chapter in the future. Okay, and no between chapter. Okay, Sanchez, I'm gonna go back to your question. I'm gonna answer Morpheus's. I mean, at some point, I think the memories will, because, and also keep in mind, when the control level manipulates someone's memories, there's also a chance of the memories actually coming back. Like something can trigger it, and then it'll come back. Because the angel double was manipulated by Makima, but his memories of before Makima found them, eventually they came back, and that's the reason why like the angel double turned on Makima and saw her for what she truly was. You know what I mean? But the only reason why that really triggered was just because Makima was like to Aki, like, hey Aki, make a contract with me, and it just triggered like Angel's PTSD, and then the memories just came back. It came back like that. But there's a chance that, yeah, those memories could come back. Oddly enough, I'm kind of hoping it doesn't in a way, or maybe if it does, it's treated in the right way, because it was very creepy what Yoru did. It was very, very, very creepy, dude. It was kind of like I'm kind of glad they did forget, because that would kind of destroy any relationship that Asa and Yoru would have. That she was more than willing pretty much to use Asa's body essentially to get what she wanted, and that's something that is really so messed up when you get down to it, man. It's so messed up. All right, no between chapter 98 and 99. So you're saying between chapter 98 and 99, Yoru, okay, yeah, Yoru appeared. Other class person went with Fami to Denji's place, but she never went to Denji's place. They never went to Denji's place, Sanchez, when he was asleep, and let Makima use her powers to control that. Bro, no. I'm telling you, Makima lied to Kishibe about her intentions with the Four Horsemen. I mean, I don't think she was lying. I think Makima lied about a lot of things, but I would say, like, during Denji's date at the movie theater, when she was actually crying in front of him, when she saw a hug, and at like pretty much the end of the story, we got like a lore drop of like certain devils being eaten, her being a fan of Chainsaw Man, and all that. Those are like the only two times where I can honestly say she was genuinely telling the truth. Those are the two times like where she was definitely like just the most honest about absolutely everything when it came down to that. Well, between that and then when she broke Denji's mind, and then she just kind of let the cat out the bag, and he's like, yeah, I was only acting. You fell for it. Sorry. All right, let me finish up this bingo card chart, and then we can talk about like a couple of other things and browse the Reddit a little bit. All right, we gain info on the church's organization. If not in this chapter, likely next chapter. I mean, if we get like a exposition or like a lore dump, even more of a lore dump, then it would be interesting. But we kind of already know enough about the church, I guess. We might need to get introduced to even more characters, probably. Because, I mean, the main cast of part 2 is very small. Like, we have Yoshida, Nayuta, Denji, Asa, Nyoru, and Haruka. And that's like, what, like 5 people? And Fake Saw Man. And we don't know if Yuko is dead or not. Like, I think she's dead. I don't think she's coming back. Oh yeah, and then we have the Justice Double. So yeah, like 7 people. I feel like we do need more people. But then again, part 1, when you get down to it, didn't have a lot of people either. At the end of the day, like the main cast that we thought was gonna be like part of the main cast, legit got murked in like the Katana Man arc. That they all just died like suddenly. It really did set the tone of the story. Like, wait, one moment like everyone's like buddy at like a bar drinking together, and the next moment like they all just get like whacked. I was like, damn, bro. Like Tatsuki Fujimoto, that's different, bro. Like, buddy doesn't play. Like, no one's safe. No one's safe. All right, let me read the chat. All right, nothing else in chat. All right, so I can keep on going for here. Okay, Yoshida visits Asa. Maybe at some point, but it's like, why would he visit her? I guess. And I got a feeling that Yoshida is actually afraid of Asa. I do kind of get that vibe. Because with everybody else, like Denji, even like when he didn't have Denji tied up, like he was close to him. And even then, like, we can kind of tell, like, Yoshida isn't afraid of Denji. Like, he knows he has, like, Denji on a leash. So, I mean, he's not really afraid of Denji. And I think he could easily win against Denji, too. Like, I feel like he probably could. Ironically enough, maybe. Because this is going to sound really weird, right? But Yoshida, in, like, the International Assassin Stock, when he went against Kinshi, this is gonna sound really dumb. I low-key wonder if Buddy was like holding back or he didn't want to make himself seem like too strong. You know what I mean? Because like when his conversation with like Kishibe was like, "Yeah, dude, like you're even stronger than me. Like you're low-key better than me, if not on the same level." And Yoshida was like kind of talking himself like, "Nah, bro, I'm third rate at best. I'm not that great." And it makes me kind of wonder now, where I'm like, yeah, maybe Yoshida is a lot stronger and he was just acting to stay off of like anyone's radar. He was just trying to keep that like that low profile. It makes me wonder, but the fact that he doesn't get close to Yoru, it definitely makes me think that, yeah, he's definitely somewhat afraid of Asa than Yoru. Okay, reveals about Yoru Fami's powers. I don't know if we're going to get that. I hope. Well, we already know about Yoru. We don't. Well, I mean, her powers are basically like, yeah, I can make weapons out of people that I view as mine. That is pretty much her power. And she has like an innate ability, like good ability when it comes to fighting. Now, strategy, not so much. Maybe she did, but I don't know. I mean, we don't know how Yoru is at full strength, so technically speaking, we haven't really seen all her powers. So yeah. Okay, let me read the chat here. Yuko's dead. The other Justice Devil that was shown early in part 2 died by Yoru's attack. Normally with no healing at all, Yuko got chopped up into pieces by Fake Saw Man. Yeah, probably. Let's see what Center says. And the Prime Minister's contract with Makima explains a lot. She can control anyone from Japan instantly that's willing to betray Japan. So Pochita and Denji power in theory. Well, no. The way that Makima's power of control works is she can control anyone that she herself views as lesser than her or weaker or physically weaker than her. It's why she said she had to go on ahead and defeat Chainsaw Man, because she viewed Chainsaw Man in such a high light and she knew Chainsaw Man was stronger than her. I mean, even though like we don't get like, all right, when Makima was like, oh yeah, like in our head-to-head battle with Chainsaw Man, you just instantly disappeared. When she said head-to-head, I low-key get the vibe that like they got mid-diffs, right? Like Yoru took an L, Nuclear Weapons Devil took an L, Famine Devil took an L too, and we don't know how bad her L was. I still think Famine Devil is controlling the guy, like she has a human host. I still think that. Personally, I still think she has a human host. So she took an L. Low-key, the only one that didn't really take an L was probably Makima, and that is legit because like Pochita was like, you know what, I'm gonna let you just vibe because I actually like you. Me and you like we have like the same goals, we have like the same aspirations. Everybody else, they can get these chainsaws, they can catch these hands, and he gave them those hands, and they all took in fat L. Like I guess you can say like the only person that didn't take like a fat L in the end of the day was Gun Devil. Because Gun Devil managed to beat Chainsaw Man, but Chainsaw Man just knocked him out. And even Gun Devil took an L. So it's like, I don't know. True. Oh yeah, and the Death Devil. See, I mentioned that in like one of my videos too, dude. Everyone's thinking like, oh yeah, Death Devil's really him. Death Devil's that devil, bro. Like Death Devil should theoretically be the strongest devil in the verse. They should even be a primal devil. But if Chainsaw Man was able to go against the 4 horsemen, all the weapon devils, even like some of the other devils that it's subtly implied, it's not said, but it can be implied they also tried to jump Chainsaw Man at the same time and they got eaten, and Makima saw and watched it and was like, yo, this is actually happening? Like, yeah, I mean, you would think, but I don't know if the Death Devil is gonna actually be that strong. Now, I think like if there's like gonna be like like a world-ending apocalypse, then maybe, then yeah, they'll just bring her strength like, it'll just like shoot up in the air, and then like the only one that can go like head to head is like War Devil, because like her powers will also be shot up in the air. But in theory, like in a world-ending event, theoretically speaking, the Famine Devil should get stronger. The War Devil should get stronger. She should definitely see a buff. And then the Death Devil will also get stronger. Realistically speaking, the only person that's actually going to get weaker in the story, and I'm going to say this, that's probably going to get nerfed now, would probably be the Control Devil. Because think about it. When society starts to fall apart and people become desperate, they don't care about the rules or regulations anymore. Like control kind of goes out the window. People do what's in their best aspirations, and that's kind of how it goes. So I honestly, low key, the only devil that I see out the four horsemen that's gonna get weaker in the story would be Nayuta. Like Nayuta is gonna get like a nerf. That's in my opinion. Also, wait, that would explain why Death hasn't shown up. Bro, Death has to be vibing or lurking in like the background. Like somewhere. But it is very strange why the Death Devil hasn't appeared yet. And also why like Yoru didn't mention, not Yoru, but the Famine Devil didn't mention the Death Devil. Maybe it's because the Death Devil was the one that's gonna cause the end of the world, is why she just didn't mention her. I mean, that's a theory. Now, another theory that is actually really wild and that's out there is Nostradamus could legit be a devil. There could legitimately be a Nostradamus devil. Because in a previous chapter, I think it was chapter 134, everyone was like, no, these two chicks are just talking in the background, and they're like, oh yeah, it's not like Nostradamus is a devil, right? And it makes you kind of wonder, like, well, why would Fujimoto leave something like that in there? So maybe there is a Nostradamus devil, right? Because we know devils can form from diseases, they can form from organizations. So technically speaking, seeing how it could form from an actual ideology, technically speaking, it's possible, right? Because we got a certain devil was mentioned in part 1 that I can't say, but let's just say if you were to play like Black Ops 1, you probably shot a couple zombies, if you catch my drift. I can't say it on stream, but you catch my drift, if what I'm saying. So they can definitely form from ideologies and things like that. So it's possible. It is possible. Oh, I just realized there's new music playing in the background. Hold on. We need some music in the background, guys. We need some vibes. Okay, here we go. All right, here we are. All right, good. We got some music in the background. W chat. All right, but yeah. I think Makima was the one that didn't take an L, but Dev took the least of the L's. She most likely severely ruined, probably in hell recovering. Probably, I could see it. I mean, like Makima, she just went to Earth, and Dev Devil is just vibing. Like she's just like in like the hyperbolic time chamber. Like, nah, bro. What is like the? Let me see this, bro. Where is this, bro? Yeah, man. This is just crap. Is there like a gift for this? Hold on, let me just. Well, you get what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro is in like the freaking chamber, just recovering, man. Bro is just in like the chamber. Just like getting like their strength back. All right, let me go back to this bingo card. I almost forgot about the bingo card. All right, these are like the last ones. Okay, Asa gets interviewed. I hope that happens. That is gonna be so funny. That will be so funny, man. If that happens next chapter, please God, let it happen next chapter. I'm here for the cringe and the funniness, man. Cause I just know this is gonna be a funny moment. I just know it is. Also get some new stuff with her new church money. Like, maybe. I mean, it would be funny if we get like later in the chapter, like we get like a chapter of Asa going on like a shopping spree, but her fashion sense is just so bad that she just dresses in a way that just isn't great. That would be extremely funny. New segments on the church. Maybe not this chapter, but possibly the chapter after that. We're definitely gonna get like a lore, even more lore in the church and some new characters introduced. Also likes the devil hunting. I doubt it. Also, well, she's more confident now, and she's starting to become a little bit more comfortable, but she still isn't used to it. She definitely isn't used to it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if she. I don't know. It kind of ties back into like I hope that Asa is gonna be learning how to fight from Yoro, and then maybe we can see like because I think that Asa and Yoro, they kind of have the same abilities, right? In that sense, what I mean by is Asa has the strength of the War Devil. She has maybe the healing factor and the pain tolerance, but it's just like her mindset, and she's not confident at all. Then that's what's kind of is holding her back, like her mentality. Then when that kind of she lets go like all her doubts and everything, then yeah, she could probably become, or she can use like more of the War Devil's abilities, and maybe like War Devil would just be like, I guess like Obi-Wan Kenobi as like a force ghost, just like giving her like pointers and guidelines. That'd be actually be kind of funny. We get like a chapter like that, like no, like left, right, left. Okay, now go left some more. That would be funny. And news approaching on the wars, definitely not this chapter, but I feel like it is gonna be in the background. It's definitely it's gonna like appear. It's gonna be very subtle, and then it's just gonna like blow up later on. All right, let me read the chat. Why Pochita, all the horsemen wanted to do was make enough mayhem to see who gets the jumping jacks in your office. Yeah, essentially that is exactly, because see, it's kind of funny too, but see, what I hate about part one, I always say this, we don't get any context as to why they want Pochita's heart. We don't, like, other than like, okay, yeah, we know, I guess it's subtly like it's pretty much implied subtly that like yeah, like his ability of erasure is pretty much why everyone wants his heart, on top of like becoming even stronger as a devil. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like there's even more context to it, because Chainsaw Man had his own followers themselves that were loyal to him and that were ride or die, and they still followed him despite, like, if they said like, yeah, save me, Chainsaw Man, they would have just instantly just been decimated. They would have just died. So it's interesting. It is interesting to kind of to think about that. So I'm starting to think we aren't going to get a Yoru flashback, because Yoru herself said like no flashbacks, which is also like, I wonder if it's like Fujimoto's way of kind of like saying in like the fourth wall, like Yoru kind of speaking as someone that's gonna break the fourth wall, like, yeah, we're not gonna get a Yoru flashback, we're not gonna get like a Pochita flashback. You guys have to come up with like your own conclusions based on the actual story and what I give you, and then you can kind of decide what probably happened in the past, and you gotta come to with your own conclusion. I wonder if that was also like him subtly kind of saying that, because Yoru did break the fourth wall at least. Well, I guess in that case she broke the fourth wall at least like 2 times. In that case, I think the least would have a chapter that's longer than Fuji's usual 16 to 18 page chapter, so it's a high chance it's fake now that I think about it. Possibly, because I can't remember the last time we got a really long chapter of Chainsaw Man. It would be interesting if we finally did get a long one, and I'm kind of hoping for it. But it would definitely be, it would be interesting. Okay, did they mean mediocrity? Sanchez, what do you mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're trying to say. Meta, did they mean meta for, okay, let me type in what this word means. I don't know what that means. Never heard of that. See, oh, well, bro, I can't type for anything. In a way that uses relates to a metaphor figuratively. I see what you're saying. Or, oh, you mean metaphorically? Possibly, yeah. I think so, yeah. Possibly. Alright, guys. I'm gonna go on ahead and browse through the Reddit a little bit, because we pretty much talked about the spoiler, the leaks, what could happen next chapter. But let's see what the community is also saying. Okay, something lost important in part 2. Okay, I kind of want to see what people are saying on Chainsaw Man, folks. All right, let's see what people... I really want Asa to buy a plushie of herself. Oh, that would be funny. Crap, I pressed the wrong thing. What? Okay. So this is what this Redditor thing is going to happen next chapter. So I can see that would be funny. Yeah. Okay, so he... All right, same mentality. We think that's got to happen. So it might just be like a part of a Denji chapter. So definitely has that mentality. News approaching Roar. I don't think it's going to happen next chapter. I don't think so. Unless Fujimoto really is going like in like second gear and he's just like putting his foot on like the pedal and just going, then maybe. But I don't think so. Okay. Let's see here. Love also background choice. Okay, that's interesting. All right. It lines in row, yada yada, yada yada yada, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go back on Chainsaw Man, folks. That would be funny. A date, huh? If we could ice cream, maybe. That'd be funny. I wonder how like a date would even be with that. What the heck? Oh, what? Why is power in court? Oh no. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm about to use this next chapter. I'm saving this image. I'm gonna use it in the next video in case the leaks come out to be fake. I'm definitely using this. Oh my god, that's funny. That looks nice too. All right, let's go down here. Even if Kishibe hasn't been in part 2, I miss him so much, dude. Kishimoto got murked. I mean, guy hasn't appeared yet. Okay. All right. I know one of you guys in the chat did bring this up. I actually want to hear people's thoughts on that. And okay. Is there any how okay. I don't know how that was allowed. I'm not going back up there. Ooh. Chainsaw Man Denji getting split apart, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so let's see. Alright, and e-girls, meme face. Alright, so okay, yeah. I'm actually curious about this one. And Chainsaw Man Volume 17 volume design. I thought it was gonna be that. Okay, so when do you think this panel will be brought back? All right, let's see. I'm related, but I just realized this is the last W Denji had in part 2 so far. Dude, I hope he catches like a W next chapter. He really does need one. Those murder count as a W. Oh god. Considering he's closing his mouth here, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to kiss at that moment. It's more like he didn't know how to react. He had PTSD, or he's just like, dude, I'm trying to keep you alive. Like, Negita's going to kill us both now. This panel specifically probably won't change much for Asa and Yuru, besides both of them becoming extremely embarrassed. This is just an ad. What? Add the consequences of Yuru and Asa's idea to kill Denji, which they will still remember. What could change is Naruto revealing that this was yet another attempt on Denji's life, which he is unaware of. Yeah, that is actually... That's a good point, because we all talk about how Asa and Yuru is going to react, but we don't know how Denji's going to react to learning about this. I mean, I don't think Denji would even be shocked at this point. He's like, oh, you were trying to kill me like the last, like, technically 4 times, because she said, Yuru said, like, Asa, Denji's spinal cord sort of like, what, like 4 times? Like, repeat, and then it didn't work. And then she just tried seducing him, and it was going to turn him into a weapon. So it's definitely interesting. What is actually going to be really weird though is, even though she says she wants to turn Denji into a weapon, it makes me kind of wonder, like, if she learns that Denji and Pochita are in the same body, if she says Denji, Pochita, spinal cord sword, would that make like a super weapon? If she says that, like, instead of like maybe the famine devil was like, oh, I'm gonna betray them, I'm gonna go on ahead and take Denji's heart, and then at the last second he's like, okay, well, we gotta save the world somehow. We don't want you to have his heart, so bada bang bada boom, Denji's spinal cord sword. well, Denji Pachida's spinal cord sword, and then it just works. Most likely it's with a conversation with Haruka, and this will have a dynamic. Hold on. Most likely it's a conversation with Haruka. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that. That's actually a good point. Because I just thought about it, chat. Haruka knows about their date, but then she stood there later on and she got stood up. And then maybe Haruka will say later on, he's like, hey, so like, what was your date like with Denji? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she'll be like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh yeah, don't you remember like you talked to Denji? And he's like, what do you mean? And then he's like, huh? That's actually a good point. That might just be what triggers the memory, actually. It might just be Haruka who triggers her getting her memories back about that. That's actually would be funny if that actually did happen. And maybe, I don't know if she'll hate them less. I don't know. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. What is this? Fan chapter. What, chapter 133? What the heck? What evil? Here, let me see this. What is this? Oh, this is like, hold on. The chapter is referring for 3 reasons: the hug near the end, Yoshida. All right. Okay, well, that was 27 days ago. All right, that's not really valid to what we're kind of looking at here. This conversation goes the same way like with Kobani regarding the topic of normal life before the fight with Makima, but this time it's with Nayuta, meaning Denji will fight the Chainsaw Man Church, Yoshida, Fami, Asa, and Yoru, and Fake Soul Man soon. I don't know. Well, at some point we are going to see an Asa and Yoru fight. That's definitely going to happen. And then we're going to see a Fake Soul Man fight too. If he fights Fami and Yoshida, again, we don't know how strong the Famine Devil is. I don't think she's that strong. If Yoshida was like, I'm gonna give you the devil treatment. But if he fights Yoshida, I feel like Denji would lose. I feel like Yoshida was legit holding back in the internet. Oh my god. Oh, an International Assassins arc, and he would probably be able to win against Denji. That's like a big claim, but I feel like he could win. But this is a pretty important conversation, because this is technically the second conversation he ever had about having a normal life. Only, I guess the difference here between this conversation in part 2 we had about a normal life and part 2 was like he kind of resigns himself to having a normal life to keep Nayuta safe. That's the only reason why he really necessarily agreed to it. Because if it were just Denji, you know, I'm not saying Denji cares if he doesn't live or die. I don't know about that, but he probably would be more willing to do it if he didn't have responsibilities to someone else and he didn't want to lose someone. You know what I mean? Like Denji doesn't want to experience the loss anymore, so that's probably realistically why he isn't doing it. Because if it was just Denji by himself, he's like, yeah, why should I listen to Yoshida? Yoshida downplayed himself to lower the enemy's guards. I definitely think so. I think he didn't want to appear on Makima's radar either. That sounds so dumb saying that, but I almost feel like it was kind of like that. Like he wanted to stay as low-key as possible. I think so. But, you know, it is just like very similar to that too. This conversation, part 1, conversation in part 2. Okay, let's see here. We lost something important in part 2. The drip. Where's the drip, Fujimoto? I'm tired of school uniforms and dripless Asa. Closest we got to drip so far is Denji's Denji's mid-ass new drip. But I guess they're all too broke for this. Give us a shopping arc, Fujimoto. Bro, I'm telling you, if Asa makes money from like her merch with the Chainsaw Man Church, we better get like a shopping arc. But it's just gonna be like Asa having absolutely no type of you know, like of a fashion sense, and it'll just be like a joke and a meme. That'd be so funny. I wonder if she's spying on them from hell, the Death Devil. You know, it's possible, because we see if Nayuta is the one that hasn't been using the crows that we've seen in previous chapters to watch Asa and Yoru, and it's been the Death Devil, the entire time, that would be like a cool catch. Because I mean, crows are affiliated with death usually, so it could very well likely be that the death owl was just watching the background through the birds, and that would be like a kind of like a cool catch. All right, let's see here. Delete that out. Ah, this is funny. This is actually funny. This is so funny to me, and this is like such a good thing. Yesterday, the church member Asami Taka fought the carpenter bee devil and even saved a cat. I'm on the scene near the site of yesterday's Asa's battle. I wonder if we could even get something like this next chapter. This is gonna be interesting if we do. I could see it, but this is very well done. This is pretty accurate, and we get like the same people too. That would be even funnier. Oh my god, I need to blow my nose. Also, we talk about not a big fan. A teen girl shouldn't put herself in so much danger. What? So a teenage boy can do it? That's all right. Better than Chainsaw Man, I guess. I still don't really like her. All right. Asa, my entire class is obsessed with her. That Churchill is just stealing Devil Hunter's jobs. I like that she doesn't cause a lot of property damage, and she doesn't destroy buildings unlike Chainsaw Man. I feel like that is gonna be like part of the biggest reasons why people are gonna actually like Asa a whole lot better than Chainsaw Man, just because of that. That'll be so funny. Dude, Asa, she's the bomb. Come on, bro, don't be a simp. Too popular, it ticks me off. Chad, that guy's ain't simping to nobody. At least she doesn't eat people. Oh my god. I like her. She kills devils. We need more devil hunters. One of my friends got saved by Asa. I joined a church to meet her. I wonder. See, I almost thought about that too. Like, they got Asa in there because Asa is fairly attractive. Like, dude, you have to imagine like how many simps are gonna be up there for Asa. Like, I low-key hope that kind of gets brought up, maybe as like a gag or like a joke of like young men just joining, like, just to like have a chance of like getting with Asa, I guess. That would be kind of funny. And the fact that like Asa falls for men so easily would be equally as cursed. That would, oh my god, no, I don't know. I almost don't want that. Hold on, I love you, Asa. I went to your house, but nobody opened the door. Oh god, the stalkers. Mitaka is the government front and a distraction from Chainsaw Man. Yo, smartest guy in this series with the conspiracy. Smart guy. Awesome Mitaka, I only know Chainsaw Man. Alright, ride or die Chainsaw Man fan. Youngsters shouldn't do that devil hunting crap. It's too dangerous. She should quit. Denji, if you ask me, we're talking too much about her. Chainsaw Man also killed tons of devils, more than Asa. Do you really think she killed the cockroach devil? I bet a lot of devils were killed by Chainsaw Man. By the way, if anyone still wants his number, I bet it's... Oh, dude, that's hilarious. If we get something like that next chapter, bro, that will be hilarious, man. Let me read the chat. Also just needs to know how to use her Yoru hidden abilities, dancing war dragons, hidden Riz, and all that. Yeah, bro. And then, like it'll just all fall in place. Mr. Morpheus, she's the bomb. Someone tell that man he ain't Jesse P. Oh, dude, I haven't watched Breaking Bad in so long, man. I watched Better Call Saul recently. I think I binged it around the time it ended. I don't know when Better Call Saul ended, but maybe it was like sometime last year. It was very good. Very good. All right, let's go to Chainsaw Man, folks, and I just want to see. All right, let's hear less impacted Pachita AG Devils. Let's see here. Notable impact, major impact. Well, that's probably why he didn't eat the War Devil. Because he didn't want Pachita didn't want to change the world that badly. Denji might have a child. What? I sold. Oh, huh? Bro, see, this is what I read on Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, folks, bro. Like, the things I read here, why would you sell? Dude, hold on. I checked. It is possible, and the highest price it is the donor DNA Wow, what is Nidatori? What the heck is Nida? I'm almost afraid of looking this up. Genre partner is committed to relationship and is faithful to their partner. Meanwhile, Nidatori, okay, that is so. Oh, dude, that maybe he could have a kid out there because of that. That'd be. No, actually, like, imagine if he becomes famous and then like his random kid. It's like, hey, you remember you sold a certain thing? Yeah, I'm here. I want child support. That would be hilarious. Will Justice Double try to Kupita family's plans? That's actually a good point. I doubt it. But you never know. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and read that one. And hold on, what the heck? Ooh. All right. And Cinema Drive, saw my original singer Cinema. Oh wow. Yeah, because you guys didn't notice, it actually is based on a song, her Asa's poem. I will play it on the stream, but I don't want to get copyright. Like, I'm sorry guys, but I will actually put a link in this in the chat. I do want you guys to listen to it at least. Hold on, can I? Okay, here, I'm gonna just put a link in my chat for the stream. You guys can listen to it afterwards. Or you can even listen to it right now if you want, just in the background. J-pop. You gotta love J-pop. Oh crap, I'm not on my actual YouTube channel because I'm not on the Chrome browser. Okay. Alright, it's right there. Should I have like a, what you call it, like a chat bot for this? Alright, let's see. Is there anything else? Hold on. I don't know the context behind that. Oh yeah, and this is also where I saw the 136 leaks. No, bro. No way did it said that. Hold on. Let me see this. Looks bad for Denji. He will need some blood feeding for this one. Oh my god, hold on. I wonder what pissed off more, the fact that I did not sleep with you, or the fact that I am a better hero than you. Yo, if Asa said that, that would be the most, bro, that would be so savage. That would be, bro, I would have to put like respect on Asa's name. No one can ever disrespect Asa ever again if she says this, bro. If the dude at least turn out to be true, or they do have this confrontation, I'm using this. I'm so using this. Oh my god, that's hilarious. No, bro, no. Oh my god, that would be so bad. Oh god, Denji, that's why your mama's dead. Also, at least I actually got to know my mom. Oh god, that would be so wild if she said that. All right, yeah, and this is the leaks from 4chan that I covered the other day. But I'm just kind of curious. Let me see this. The backgrounds are from this panel. They talk about devil hunting, so why would they show it? Denji unfortunately probably isn't skilled in devil hunting as a human. That's cap. He was literally doing it before. It feels like they're trying to force a cliffhanger to fit Fujimoto's writing style. Not gonna lie, another story seems unnecessary to drive the story forward. This whole leak just feels odd and detailed, I know not ever Fujimoto's character is crazy. To give the leak benefit of the doubt, the picture might have just been random fan art unrelated. I mean, this is a good point, but okay, wow, this is actually, the leak is literally just my chapter prediction that blew up on the main sub. Bro, no, yo, no, bro, Consumer of Souls, why? Blew on the main sub with some, what do you mean the main sub? What main sub? Dude, it's only even the Chainsaw Man sub doesn't, they allow theories, but they don't allow leaks. Shane said people on this sub they really wanted to happen, like Denji fighting out of chainsaws. It's really fishy. I mean, I guess it's possible. Dad and I some got insanely lucky, but I doubt it. Ah, bro. No, bro. Bro, I'm about to look like a fraud, bro. I'm about to look like a fraud, bro. I'm about to be like Sukuna, bro. I'm about to be like Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. No, bro. Like, they're about to call me Fraud XG. They're about to call me, dude. They're about to call me, bro. I swear to God, next chapter, if the chapter leaks don't turn out to be true, this prediction does not turn out to be true, I swear to God, you will see like a picture of me in like a clown mask. Like, I don't, maybe not like with clown makeup or like a clown filter as like a meme or something like that. I will do it next chapter if it turns up. You just see like a picture of my face on there. Like, yeah, I was wrong. Like, I'm a fraud like Sukuna right now. Call me Fraud X now. Damn, that's crazy. Also ain't got the balls to say that, bro. Imagine if she did, though. That would just be like the ultimate burn. That would be such a big burn if she said that. Oh god, that'd be hilarious. Oh my god. Wow, this actually is a bit. Honestly, I'm confident the leak isn't real, but not gonna lie, prediction along with this leak sounds like it actually could happen. But I'm in my hands and knees praying we get Yor and also chapter where they just kill a devil together as a team. Maybe it happens later this arc, but I just pray it happens. Yeah, I hope it happens too. I hope it happens too. I'm hoping for it. Alright, Denji was raised to kill devil. Also, guts and stuff are super Fuji. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the leak is definitely fake, but everyone pointed in 1 and 6 are wrong in my opinion, and 4th isn't even a point. It's just your hopes and dreams about the future of the story. Let me see the 4th. I feel like they're trying to force a cliffhanger to fit Fuji. I mean, there have been a lot of cliffhangers lately. Even last chapter 35, it wasn't really a cliffhanger. It's kind of more like, where's the story gonna go next? But yeah. Oh, bro, no. Yo, tripping, bro. Dang. All right. Well, I might have to wear my clown makeup tomorrow or Wednesday when I release my video. Alrighty, chat. That is going to be the end of the stream. I'm going to go on ahead and call it here. If you are still watching this, I will be releasing a chapter review likely on Wednesday. I'm going to try to get it out on Wednesday because tomorrow I do have to take care of some business on my job. I'm going over to a client or a taxpayer. Not going to go too in depth, but let's just say I'm an accountant, actually. Funny enough, I'm actually an accountant, and I have to go to a taxpayer, and it may take me a while. So tomorrow, hopefully, I can go on ahead and just be able to take care of what and do what I need to do. I can go home, you know, type out my script on Google Docs, record the audio, edit the video, and then pay my thumbnail maker on Fiverr like $5 just to make the thumbnail, just to be done with it. Although I am kind of curious, guys. Let me ask you guys a question, because I'm trying to come up with styles of thumbnails, and I'm just curious, guys. Do you guys like my thumbnails? Like, because obviously I'm not bleeding on money. I have like money to spend on my hobby. You know what I mean? I have money to spend, so like $5 for a thumbnail, and I am uploading. I'm definitely not uploading a lot. I do want to get into more series, like maybe One Punch Man. I was even thinking about making like a video, like trying to defend like Sukuna from the fraud allegations. I thought about doing that too, doing a video like that. But I don't know. I would do something like that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I'm actually kind of curious. Chat, do you guys like my thumbnails? Are the thumbnails nice to you, or you don't think it's really gonna matter if I change it up? I just, because I'm like, well, it's like only like $5, but I'm like, bro, I could save like, well, if like theoretically if a chapter came out every single week, I would save in about 4 weeks in a month. I said like $20 a month, for maybe like $15 a month if 3 chapters come out in a month. I think your thumbnails are pretty nice. Thank you, Morpheus. I paid good money for my thumbnails. Shout out. Hold on, let me go on my Fiverr. I'll just go on Fiverr. This is actually the guy I do have to do my thumbnails. Hey man, shout out to Tusif Ahmed. Shout out to bro. Shout out to bro. He makes my thumbnails. Shout out to bro. Honestly, I should be paying like, actually, how much is like 2 thumbnails? 5, 10. Dude, I should have just paid for like 10. Well, I almost forgot. It's more like 7 because of the tax with the basic one. So yeah, But yep, shout out to bro. But yeah, because I was thinking about it, chat. I'm like, I could just make more simplistic thumbnails, but then I would be like everybody else at that point. But I don't know. Alrighty, chat. Well, tomorrow you will probably see me with a clown filter on, talking about the chapter in a chapter review. Because I don't know, man. I hope I don't look like a fraud, man. I hope I don't look like a fraud. But alright, chat. That is the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys maybe in the next stream if I do another one just discussing a chapter.